Too often we live to eat rather than eat to live. And I'm wondering, is what you're consuming eating away at your mental health? I want to look at how food affects your mood. Today we're tackling the topic entitled Food for Thought: How Your Meals Affect Your Mental Health. Oh, you know what's up? Turn me up. I'm mic'd up. Join me and let's mix it up. What's good people? How you doing? How you living? How's it going? What's happening? I hope that you are doing well. Well, I want to welcome you to another edition of In the Mix. I'm your host with the most, yours truly, Dr. Eddie Connor. And it is an honor that you have joined me today. I appreciate you. I need you to help a brother out, hook a brother up. Real quickly, come on, hit that thumbs up button on this video. Hit the thumbs up button. Hit that like button for a brother. Please do hit that like button for me. Hit the subscribe button as well. I'm growing your greatness. Help me to grow our channel for change, our channel that creates change, our channel that breaks chains. Thank you so much for the thumbs up. Thank you for the like. Also, you know how we do, like we always do at this time, drop some light bulb emojis in the chat. As a matter of fact, yeah, I'm going to stretch the elasticity of your thinking. Let's brighten it up. Let's lighten it up. Let's turn it all the way up. Come on, drop those light bulb emojis in the chat if you know there's going to be a spark of innovation that hits your imagination. Yes, as we engage in this courageous conversation of illumination, going to keep it 100 watts. We're going to keep it all the way 100. We're going to keep it lit. Why? Because we are the light of the world. Family, let's spotlight and highlight today's topic entitled Food for Thought. Yeah, how your meals affect your mental health. And I'm a Detroiter, as you can see. Yeah, the D, Detroit. What up, though? I realize that our city has been classified and even categorized as a food desert. What do I mean by that? Within many parts and pockets of our city, it is tough to get adequate access to healthy food, right? You're going to see more McDonald's and more Burger Kings and more Subways and all this other stuff, more fast food spots, fatty food spots than you will grocery stores. Sadly enough, it's more weed stores than grocery stores. And so people get high, but their life is level low due to the fact that there is a lack of access to healthy foods. Coupled with that, we're dealing with food insecurity. I was very surprised due to the fact that as I was donating to the recent LA wildfires, that the city of LA is under the guise of a food insecurity issue as well, as 1 in 4 people have lack of access to healthy food, much less know where their next meal is coming from. It's the same thing here in Detroit. Food insecurity is at an all-time high. Food insecurity is a serious issue. 1 in 4 people don't even know where their next meal is coming from. Come on now, I know for many of us who are blessed, we don't even think about that. We're praying over our food. We're counting our blessings. A lot of times we don't even think about the basic amenities of access to clean drinking water, much more, access to healthy food, and then being able to put the food on your table, to have your food, to have your refrigerator and your freezer stocked with all the food that you want to eat. It's a serious issue. That's why, as I am the pastor of the Remnant Worshipers Ministry here in the city of Detroit, we really take onus and responsibility on being able to mitigate, mediate, remediate the issue of food insecurity, as we have fed and served over 15,000 plus individuals, community members, since September 25th of 2024. We've done that, and we're going to do more of that. It's a serious issue. And then as you're thinking about those of us who do have the funds, who do have the resources to be able to decide what it is that we want to eat whenever we want to eat it, I want us to think about what we're consuming, what we're eating, how food affects our mood. Our church was recently on a 21-day fast where we were not eating pork and sugary foods and fatty foods, bread, all of those things. And I was telling the church, we were fasting not just for food, but for our future. But there's also some foods that we shouldn't return back to. There's also some patterns that we shouldn't return back to. There are also some things that we need to clean up in our diet. Because here's the thing, everybody's on a diet anyway. we all on a diet. You don't need Weight Watchers to be on a diet. Don't need, bariatric surgery to be on a diet. Don't need Ozempic to be on a diet. We are all on a diet either way because of what it is that we consume. And that's why I want to share 4 strategies today on really how to take inventory when it comes to the food that we consume, the meals that we don't realize can affect our mental health. Because too often we are living to eat rather than eating to live. And could it possibly be what we're eating is eating away at our mental health? Yeah. Number 1, family, I want you to write this down. Once you write, food affects your mood. Come on, write this down. Food affects your mood. Food affects mood. Have you ever noticed that sometimes the food that you eat can either make you tired, can give you energy, can either deplete it or replenish it? Could it possibly be that what you're digesting is depressing you? Why do I say that? Because there's a connection between nutrition and mental health. And here's the thing, I am not a dietitian by any means. Let me clear that up. But I do have experience from the whole health aspect. I've had my own health issues. I'll get into that in a little bit. And I've seen how taking more preeminent priority with my diet, with what I consume, has made and does make a world of a difference. Not that I am the healthiest eater on the planet, because sometimes I struggle between Skittles and strawberries. Oh yeah, can I be honest? Sometimes I still struggle between Skittles and strawberries. Yeah, sometimes I still struggle between Butterfingers and blueberries. Yeah, I do. I'm getting better. But here's what I understand. Food can affect our mental health. Our mental health can be affected by the kinds of food that we often eat. And that's why it's very important that we prioritize fruits and vegetables. Fruits and vegetables are kind to our digestive system. Good gut health is very important. They say the gut is the second brain. What are we doing to make sure that we are replenishing ourselves with the right kind of food so that our mentality is intact. We feel good about ourselves. We have a high level of energy. Here's what they say about eating and depression, what you're digesting and depression. They say those who are categorized as clinically depressed, according to researchers, those who are clinically depressed, if they eat more fruits and vegetables, they reduce their symptoms of depression. Just a slight change in diet and what you're digesting can mitigate how you're feeling and the depression. Healthy diet of fruits and vegetables, the whole grains, the seeds and vitamins and minerals that are oftentimes in foods, but we're just popping pills trying to get those particular vitamins. But many of those vitamins are in foods that promote healthy fats, that promote healthy fiber intake, reduce oftentimes inflammation. How our brain works, it lessens the symptoms of depression simply by adhering, simply by sticking to a diet that is nutrient rich. Is what I'm eating making me tired? Is it giving me energy? Because a lot of times we just want that sugar high. A lot of times, oftentimes we think we are hungry, but we're really just thirsty. Yeah, a lot of times that's what we think it is that we are. And here's what I understand, especially when we love eating chips, we love eating fatty foods, we love oftentimes all of the packaged foods and those particular type of products. Here's what researchers say. Generally, when we're eating chips, we don't even eat chips for the taste. We eat chips for the crunch. Why? Because it stimulates something in our brain that gives it a particular fixation. You can't eat just one when it's talking about Pringles. So I'm just going to have just a couple handfuls of the popcorn. And now that crunch is just insatiating you and satiating you. You become so infatuated with it. You don't even know why you eating. You just eating over and over and over again. We have to, secondly, I want you to write this down, family, nourish with nutrients. Number one, food affects our mood. Got to be mindful of that. Is what I'm eating making me tired? Is what I'm eating replenishing me and my energy? Or is it depleting that? Come on, right after you had that burger, you down for the count. You might as well take a nap. You ain't gonna eat nothing for the rest of the day. As soon as you bite into that crispy chicken, you might as well just you snoring and drooling at the same time. Food affects our mood. We have to nourish with nutrients. Family, write that down. Nourish with nutrients. Come on, you're gonna be holistically healthy this year. Spirit, soul, body, financially, relationally, emotionally. I have to have, when I'm talking about nourishing with nutrients, got to focus on my fiber intake. Eating plant-based foods, beans, grains, focusing on antioxidants. Antioxidants are those things which are inflammation, cancer causing. You're fighting against many of those cancer causing cells. How do I do that? With berries, with leafy green vegetables. I know for me, I do multiple times a week an amazing smoothie, which consists of spinach, beets, bananas, strawberries, peaches, throw some watermelon in there. I'll add some mandarin oranges. Yeah, I may put a little dash of whey protein in that as well. I cut up some ginger. Yeah, ginger is good for digestion. I'll cut a lot of that up. And as a result of it, yeah, it tastes good, but it also rejuvenates me. It gives me energy. Many of those things. Eating foods with omega 3s. Where do you find your omega 3s at? You find your omega 3s in fish like salmon. Anybody who knows me knows I love salmon. I remember we doing my pastoral installation, and they're asking, "What do you want on your the menu?" Because they fed us between services. We had our 10 a.m. service, 20470 Hubble Street. It's where I'm saving you a seat, the Remnant Worshipers Ministry in the city of Detroit. I want you to come by. I want you to stop by. I want you to visit us for a service. Be my guest. But in between our 10 a.m. and then we had a special 3 p.m. service, they fed us. And I told them, listen, I don't want, yeah, that's talking to our catering committee. I don't want food that's going to make us go to sleep at the service at 3 p.m. We can, yeah, okay. Y'all want to do chicken? Let's do it baked. I said, I want some salmon on my menu. Please and thank you. Yeah, everybody was energized. I didn't see nobody sleeping. People were rejuvenated, excited. Food affects your mood. Those antioxidants mitigate inflammation. Another thing, folate. Got to add that. Got to have fiber. Got to have antioxidants. Got to have folate. Where do I find folate at? Leafy green foods. I find it in lentils. I find it in cantaloupe. I find it in fruits and vegetables. Got to have vitamin D. Needed and necessary, especially when you're not getting much sunlight in the winter season, such as salmon, such as tuna, eggs. A lot of people try to demonize eggs. No. There's healthy fats in eggs. Eggs are all right. Of course, everything in moderation. Orange juice, many of those specific things. Then you can also get magnesium, which is in spinach, which is in cashews, which is in almonds, dark leaf greens and vegetables, bananas, beans, many of those specific things. Like I said, I'm not a nutrition expert. I just know a little bit, and so I'll decide to share it with you. Food is affecting your mood. Got to be cautious and conscientious about what it is that we are consuming. Is what you're consuming you? Is what you're eating away at your mental health? I got to have more clarity. What they say is that salmon is great for brain health. Fish, great for brain health, to help me think clear, to help me to get the fogginess out of my mind, so that my body can feel replenished, so I don't feel weighed down simply based upon what it is that I eat. Researchers were interviewing the Asian community, and many of them in the Asian community are centenarians. Centenarians are those who live to be 100 plus years of age. And they were saying, what is it about many individuals in the Asian community to where they are living longer than most? One is that they focus on nutrition, but also they couple it with exercise. And it's not so much that they're going to the gym, they're just walking. They're working outside. Or even if they're not working outside, they're finding some time to walk at least 20, 25 minutes a day. Just a specific aspect of walking is some form of exercise. Then here's another thing. They do not eat to be full. See, what we're taught over here in the Western world, what we're taught over here in the States, you got to eat to be full. Because if you ain't full, you ain't ate. No, they do not eat to be full. They eat to be content. They eat to be 70% satiated. No, we try to get to that 30%. We try to go not just 100% full, 101% full. No, giving your body time to digest food. What they say, is that it takes, according to those nutritionists, it takes about 30 hours for food to digest through the intestines, through your large and your small intestine. Takes a little time. But here's what we do. We continue to pack it with food, and now we're slowed down. And your body, your system is saying, hold on, wait a minute. I didn't even digest breakfast. You already on brunch now. It's your third, fourth, fifth meal of the day. Need you to take a little time to not just focus on trying to satisfy your hunger, but also what is it that I am eating when I am hungry. My food is affecting my mood, and I got to nourish with nutrients. I want you to stick and stay. More is coming your way. Yeah, we gonna get you right. We're gonna get you healthy. Your health is your wealth. I want you to stick and stay. More is coming your way. After these messages, I'll be right back. I realize the extent of your development is connected to the extent of your investment. What I mean, invest little, develop little. But we're investing much into you as you invest in yourself by developing your purpose, developing your goals and your dreams and your ideals and your ideas, shifting you from ideas to income. Where does this all happen at? I'm so glad you asked. It takes place in our Eagles Academy. All you have to do is go right now to theeaglesacademy.com, tap the join now button, fill out the form, be transformed to shift your ideas into income, your contacts into contracts, really to grow your ideas, your impact, and your influence. You owe it to you to invest in you. And as a result of it, now you are able to be coached and mentored and be a part of our live trainings with yours truly, with me, along with a host of other leaders and trendsetters and trailblazers and accountability partners. No one grows in a silo. The power of mentorship, it takes what I've learned in years and months and I give it to you in minutes. What I've learned in decades and I can give it to you in days. To be a part of our private Facebook group, to get guided feedback through our Eagle's Nest reflections, to get access to all of the content, all the live sessions and the trainings of business development, of financial stewardship, of the impact and empowerment that only takes place when you go right now to theeaglesacademy.com. Again, when you get there, tap the join now button, fill out the form, be transformed. But it doesn't just stop there. You want to develop your book? Then guess what? You are an aspiring author. You need to get my bestseller book, Blueprint. It's available right now. accessidentity.org/author. All of the insight of what it is that I have used to write 18 books and be a best-selling author. You owe it to you to get your hands on that. You also owe it to you to get my Successful Speaker Strategies download. I'm telling you, whatever you're building, you can build it better if you use better words. Let me show you how to develop your communication. There's an art to communication. Let me show you how to develop that. Go right now as well to accessidentity.org/speaker. And then I am blessed to pastor the Remnant Worshipers Church. I want you to be a part of the church that I am pastoring at right now. Is such a great thing of what it is that God has fashioned us to do. And it's taking place right here in the city of Detroit, 10 a.m. every Sunday. 6 p.m. we have prayer on Tuesdays, and then 7 p.m. on those same Tuesdays we have TNT Tuesdays. Truth and Transformation. It's amazing. You want to be a part of it. Go right now, trwchurch.org, and then I want to see your face in the place this Sunday at 20470 Hubble Street. I'm doing my best to save you a seat. Powerful prayer, praise, and a preach word. Can't wait to see your face in the place at the Remnant Worshipers Church. Yes, y'all, and we don't stop. Come on, family, I need you to heed to these resources that you've heard. Let's get back to the word. Yeah, we're talking today about food for thought. I'm giving you some food for thought today. All the way, pun intended, food for thought. How your meals affect your mental health. Yeah, too many times we're living to eat rather than eating to live. You know, as I shared earlier, for those of you who are just joining us, I gave you 2 strategies already. I got 2 more strategies really to develop better eating habits, but also to strengthen your mental health, because mood and meals are interconnected. Food and mood. I told you that was number 1. Your food affects your mood. What you're digesting can also be linked with what is depressing you. Secondly, nourishing with nutrients. I say much of this to say I am a cancer survivor for many of those of you who do not know, many of you who don't know. And being a cancer survivor of stage 4 cancer, dealing with my own health battles and situations, chemotherapy, radiation, not only just losing my hair, my self-confidence, my self-esteem, but oftentimes my will to live, my life. So I dealt with cancer during my teenage years to overcome what was seemingly so overwhelming by the grace of God, by caring doctors and nurses, praying family members, all of that. It brought to mind that, yes, none of us are indispensable. Some of us are irreplaceable. None of us are immortal. And with the time that we have to move into a place of greater longevity of life. And that speaks to what it is that we are eating. Whenever it is that I go to my long-term effects appointments annually with my doctor, they're always asking me to itemize what is the food that I generally consume on a weekly basis. What do my eating habits look like Monday through Friday? Right? Because just that little small sample size can speak to, okay, as we look at the blood scans, as we do the test, as we check your heart rate, all these specific things, how does that look with cholesterol? How does that look with your A1C? How does that look with the fact of, is there early onset of diabetes? How does that look with the EKG and the way that your heart is beating? Based upon what you're eating, you are what you eat. You are what you're eating. Your thinking is clogged based upon what you're eating. Your arteries are clogged based upon what you're eating. Come on, some of us know that we need to shift from fatty foods to more so baked foods. Know that we need to shift from the sugar and the salt intake because the blood pressure is up. Come on, we know that if we say that we love ourselves, we have to also eat that way as if we love ourselves. I say all that to say that I found the can of cancer by the grace of God. And much of the way that I live my life, much of the way of how it is that I've been able to have the energy and to do all the things that I do on a daily basis is also predicated upon what I eat. Told you food affects your mood. I mentioned that you need to nourish your body with nutrients. Thirdly, you need to mind your meals. Family, you need to mind your meals. Why do I say that? And how do I do that? I want you to focus on eating based upon the color spectrum. I need to be eating foods that are bright red. What are those kind of foods? Watermelon, cherries, strawberries. Yeah, I need to be looking to eat foods that are green. Spinach, maybe honeydew, maybe kiwi. Looking at that. Orange, maybe oranges, mandarin oranges. Mango. Oh, I love mango. Grew up in Jamaica. Yeah, man, real thing. Yellow. Maybe you're squeezing some lemon into your water. I don't know. The purple fruits, that can kind of go between blueberries a little bit. Interesting. Blueberries are not blue. Blueberries are more purplish. Adding more vegetables in your meals. Yeah, the asparagus, the carrots, the mixed vegetables, the broccoli, the cabbage, purple cabbage. I don't know what it is. Many of those foods are chalked with vitamins and minerals and antioxidants that are really going to help your mood and improve your overall health. You owe it to you to give yourself a chance. Come on, it's a sacrifice. What is it to live long but not live well? What does scripture say? Beloved, I wish that you would be in good health and prosper, even as your soul prospers. Be in good health. You can't spell health without heal. And here's what we need to realize. Food, the right kind of food, helps to heal the body. Helps to heal the neurotransmitters and the neurons that are in our mind, that are in our brain. I got to mind my meals. Focusing on nutrient-dense snacks. Maybe they're almonds, maybe they're cashews, maybe there's a little bit of dark chocolate that you're eating. These specific things improve your mood and support your brain function. Here's what we got to do. We got to limit those processed foods, family. Lord knows I love me some Ruffles, sour cream and cheddar chips. I really do. The Doritos nacho cheese, the Doritos Cooler Ranch, the gummy worms, pizza. Lord, y'all better pray for me. I'm having flashbacks. Come on now. Family, type it. Mind your meals. Type it. Mind your meals. Yeah. Got to watch the caffeine. Come on. You're on your 5th cup of coffee today. Then you're coupling it with Coca-Cola. Come on, family. Got to watch the caffeine. Got to watch the processed foods. Because here's what it is. It's going to give you a quick boost of energy, but it causes you to crash. Here's what we got to do. When we're going to the grocery stores, we need to shop at the outer aisles. Shop in the produce area so that you can be more productive. Produce is going to cause you to produce. Come on, start eating food that's going to cause your creativity to upswing, to up level, to level up, rather than cause you to crash. Your body and your mind is going to thank you. Your digestive system is going to thank you. Your gut health is going to thank you. You say Gatorade, is it in you? It's not. Fago Pop is not in you. We got to increase our water intake, family. Your body is made up of 65 to 70% water, not pop, not soda for my Southerners, not coffee, not hot chocolate. It is made up of water. I have to replenish what's on the inside of me. Let me take a swig. My trusty water. Let me take a sip. Let me take a sip so I don't slip. Another one. I have to eat on the outer aisles. I need to be shopping more in the produce section. Here's what it is. 90% of what we consume needs to be healthy. I got to watch the caffeine. It gives me a quick boost of energy, but it doesn't really sustain. The water's going to increase my energy level. The water's going to increase the level to where now you're able to flush your system out. The water's going to impress upon your body. The water's going to help your mind better, your body be satiated. You don't really need the sugar. You don't really need the salt. You thought you were hungry, but really in many cases you were thirsty. Last but not least, told you number one, family. I hope this is helping you. Talking about food for thought. Family, just type food for thought. I hope I'm giving you some food for thought here. Hope I'm giving you some spiritual, mental, social, emotional, soul food. I don't know. Yeah. I know we love the beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, ram, ham, hogs, malls. I know we like that. You name it. But I don't really know if it's really good for us. It's not. It's one thing to partake of it every now and then. Is another thing when it becomes our daily intake and our daily diet. That's when we have issues. This is real soul food right here. Food for your soul. Told you number one, food affects your mood. I said secondly, Nextly. I'm thinking Nestle. No, don't just stay away from that. Food affects your mood, number one. Secondly, nourish with nutrients. Thirdly, mind your meals. Last but not least, number four, overcome emotional eating. Overcome emotional eating. That is a detriment. I don't know if you ever seen Professor Clump from the Nutty Professor. Here's what it was. Remember he was depressed about the girl that he couldn't get, played by Jada Pinkett? He was so focused on his weight. Yeah, he was depressed. He was crying. And guess what he goes? He goes and gets a tub of ice cream, and he's watching TV, and he's got a big old spoon, and he's just eating the ice cream. He takes them M&Ms, he just poured it all in his mouth, and he's just eating it. You see that? You see that? Generally, when we're not feeling good, we run to the fast food, overindulging in the sweets, in the sugary food, in the salty food. Why? Because we're trying to satiate ourselves emotionally. And we feel even worse after we ate it rather than before, prior to eating it. Come on now. You know how it is when you're not feeling your best, when you're not feeling yourself emotionally. Sometimes, yeah, I just got to get me some ice cream. I just got to get me some chips. I just got to do it. I'm a little stressed, and that's what we do. We stress eat. And I want you to think, take some time to process. Why is it that I want what I want right now? What is pushing me to that level? Is there some stress that I'm dealing with? Am I stress eating? I don't want you to do the emotional eating. I want you to do the type of consuming of food that is going to cause you to replenish your energy. Focus on how the food affects your mood. I want you to nourish with nutrients. I want you to mind your meals. I want you to overcome emotional eating, because 70% of the diseases, especially that Black people die from, are preventable. The diabetes, the cancer, the stroke, the heart attack, the brain aneurysm. We have to mind our mind, and we have to be mindful of our meals. Beloved, I would that you would prosper and be in good health, even as your soul prospers. Family, just type prosperity. Type prosperity. Your health is your wealth. You can't pay for good health. You really can't. But you can be mindful of what it is that you are consuming on a daily basis. Family, I want you to sow into this word that you've heard. Yeah, we're focused on, especially as I am the pastor of the Remnant Worshipers Ministry, focus on mitigating the food deserts, focus on food insecurity. We're trying to remediate that. With your help, we can do so. I want you to sow into this word that you've heard. Cash App, $ Dr. Eddie Ministries, PayPal, Zelle, EddieConnorJr @gmail.com. Once again, Cash App, $ Dr. Eddie Ministries, PayPal, Zelle, EddieConnorJr @gmail.com. We've been having a super conversation. Drop a super chat, drop a super sticker. Super thanks. Link is in the chat, link is in the description for how and where to give. I appreciate you even for sowing, even now. If you're not a member of our Eagles community family, whenever I have my apparel on, it's on. I've got an amazing class and session tonight. Going to be teaching on my whiteboard. My vibe board is going to be absolutely amazing. Sketching it all out as I coach, teach, train, mentor you, speak life into your life to empower you to soar into greater success and purpose. You owe it to you to invest in you and join our amazing virtual village too. Go right now to theeaglesacademy.com, theeaglesacademy.com. Get access to our private Facebook group. Get access to all of our past and present videos and teachings and trainings and courses. Get access. to so many great individuals in our amazing Eagles community who will be like family to you, accountability partners to you. Go right now to theeaglesacademy.com, theeaglesacademy.com. We got class tonight. I want to see your face in the place. Click on the link. Yeah, click on the link in our video live chat, theeaglesacademy.com. But also, when you get there, tap the Join Now button. Fill out the form. I guarantee you're going to be transformed. If you're not a member of In the Mix, become a member of our In the Mix family to get access to all of our behind-the-scenes video footage, coverage, information. TheEaglesAcademy.com, to be a part of our virtual village, but also In the Mix. Links in the chat, links in the description of this video for how to become a member. Tap that link, click that link. You'll see 3 options pop up. Yes, choose one of those 3. My gift to you is to give you access to our members-only area as you unlock the unlimited. Family, was this a good session for you? Was this a good session for you? Yeah, I hope it was. Just type blessed if you got something from this. Family, In the Mix is out of time, but trust me, I'm not out of truth, and so I want to thank you for rocking with me. I want to thank you for riding with me. I really do want to thank you for rolling with me. Why? Because that's just how we roll. And we roll together each and every single weekday, Monday through Friday, for In the Mix. And we mix it up right here on the YouTube side. Hit the thumbs up button, like, comment, share, subscribe. Share this with somebody. Sincere salute. Shout out to all of our viewers who are watching us on our sister satellite stations on social media. I just got a question for you. Are you my friend? Are we locked in? Wouldn't step this way, step that way. Which way? By friending me. Follow me on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, TikTok. We don't stop. At EddieConnorJr. Come on, family. Put some respect on my name. EddieConnorJr. Y'all keep showing love. I'm going to keep showing up. And I want you to show up to my amazing church, the Remnant Worshipers Ministry, where I serve as a pastor. This coming Sunday, 10 o'clock a.m. I want to see your face in the place at 20470 Hubble Street. A church alive is worth the flight of the drive. And when you arrive, you're going to be empowered to thrive. Yes, join us. 10 a.m. I got an amazing experience for you. We got an amazing experience of word and worship, powerful prayer, praise, and a preach word that's going to push you further into your purpose. Check out more about our church at trwchurch.org. You want to get any of my books? I got 18 of them out there. They're on Amazon as ebooks, audiobooks, hard copies. You can also get signed copies at my website, EddieConnor.com, EddieConnor.com. I got a litany of resources as well for you. I'm showing you how to write your book as well. When you get my bestseller book blueprint, take your manuscript to the marketplace, become an authority as an author, boost your book sales. Even if you already put out a book, the bestseller book blueprint is going to benefit you. Get my Successful Speaker Strategies digital video training guide, where I teach you about the art of communication, how your words can really make people say wow and also be invited back. Get that at EddieConnor.com. Speaking of speaking, if you're looking for a dynamic speaker, don't look any further. You know that I'm the man for the job, so invite me to speak at your church, your conference, your community center, your school, your graduation, your session, your podcast. Let's make some progression. All you got to do is email me to invite me. info@EddieConnor.com. And it would be an honor for me to empower you. Family, is yours truly, Dr. Eddie, your main man. 100 grand. Your brother. And I mean that from another mother. Family, it's been fun, but you know, brother got to run. So I want you to know it's been a privilege and a pleasure, a treat and a treasure, a joy. Yes, it has been beyond measure. But I want you, yes, you. I'm talking to you now. To remember to keep the faith and believe it's going to be bigger, better, brighter, peace, and a whole lot of love. Keep soaring higher. You know, I realize the extent of your development is connected to the extent of your investment. What I mean, invest little, develop little. But we're investing much into you as you invest in yourself by developing your purpose, developing your goals and your dreams and your ideals and your ideas, shifting you from ideas to income. Where does this all happen at? I'm so glad you asked. It takes place in our Eagles Academy. All you have to do is go right now to theeaglesacademy.com, tap the Join Now button, fill out the form, be transformed to shift your ideas into income, your contacts into contracts, really to grow your ideas, your impact, and your influence. You owe it to you to invest in you. And as a result of it, now you are able to be coached and mentored and be a part of our live trainings with yours truly, with me, along with a host of other leaders and trendsetters and trailblazers and accountability partners. No one grows in a silo. The power of mentorship, it takes what I've learned in years and months and I give it to you in minutes. What I've learned in decades and I can give it to you in days. To be a part of our private Facebook group, to get guided feedback through our Eagle's Nest Reflections. To get access to all of the content and all the live sessions and the trainings of business development, of financial stewardship, of the impact and empowerment that only takes place when you go right now to the eaglesacademy.com. Again, when you get there, tap the Join Now button, fill out the form, be transformed. But it doesn't just stop there. You want to develop your book? Then guess what? You are an aspiring author. You need to get my bestseller book blueprint. It's available right now. accessidentity.org/author. All of the insight of what it is that I have used to write 18 books and be a best-selling author. You owe it to you to get your hands on that. You also owe it to you to get my Successful Speaker Strategies download. I'm telling you, whatever you're building, you can build it better if you use better words. Let me show you how to develop your communication. There's an art to communication. Let me show you how to develop that. Go right now as well to accessidentity.org/speaker. And then I am blessed to pastor the Remnant Worshipers Church. I want you to be a part of the church that I am pastoring at right now. It's such a great thing of what it is that God has fashioned us to do. And it's taking place right here in the city of Detroit, 10 a.m. every Sunday. 6 p.m. we have prayer on Tuesdays. And then 7 p.m. on those same Tuesdays, we have TNT Tuesdays. Truth and Transformation. It's amazing. You want to be a part of it. Go right now, trwchurch.org. And then I want to see your face in the place this Sunday at 20470 Hubble Street. I'm doing my best to save you a seat. Powerful prayer, praise, and a preach word. Can't wait to see your face in the place at the Remnant Worshipers Church.